Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I get a lot of questions about how to fix lower back pain. That is something that almost everybody has dealt with in the past, and in your adult life you will probably deal with. So I'm going to go over 3 things that you need to be aware of and will learn to help get you back to lifting again. Make sure you listen to the whole video to see the best exercise that will relieve the most pain and reduce your muscle spasm. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video, or share it with someone who might be suffering from low back pain. This is just a disclaimer that even though I am a doctor, this is not medical advice. This is not personal medical advice. This is someone just talking to the camera about their experiences. If you do have low back pain, you need to be seen by your primary care doctor and go to an urgent care. I will go over some red flag symptoms that you should definitely be aware of. So I've suffered back pain myself multiple times, mainly from lifting too much without the proper posterior chain strength that I needed. I went a little too far, a little too soon, and I think that's how a lot of people get hurt, is their ego gets in the way. And I've definitely learned over the past 8 years about what my limits are, what my body's feeling at the time, and if I can lift certain amounts of weight. Again, back pain isn't all the same thing, and you need to be evaluated by a physician, but these are just some things that have helped me over the years keep my back pain away and keep my back healthy as I've progressed with CrossFit and I've progressed with lifting. This is Kala. If you didn't know, she's on my Instagram frequently. Huh, Kala? And maybe she'll help go over some back pain exercises too, or not. So the 3 areas I'm going to touch on are posture, strengthening that posterior chain and core, plus the best stretch in the world to help relieve that muscle spasm. With all 3 of those, if you do all 3 of them, then you can help prevent low back pain. So I know posture is not sexy, stretching not sexy, some of the lifting is kind of helpful. But if you attack your low back pain from all 3 of these angles, then that will help your back stay healthy and keep you in the gym longer. All right, so I'm gonna show you why posture is really important, and if you're more conscious about it throughout your day, this is gonna help prevent muscles from spasming in the future. So a lot of people, you'll see their pelvis anteriorly come forward like this, and they stand around with their butt sticking out, which can be predisposing these lower back muscles to getting tight. And then when you go to pick something up, and if maybe your hamstrings are too tight and these are too tight, and then that'll spur a back spasm. So always thinking about tucking that butt in, keeping that pelvis neutral, is a really good place to start, just with your posture, because that's what you're doing 99% of the time. So again, just making sure, I know we've all seen people walking around like this. Just keep your butt tucked in. Next, I'm going to show you some posterior chain strengthening exercises that you should do after your pain has released and you're trying to build up your posterior chain strength again, or your core strength. So these are more preventative exercises that you should be doing to prevent further muscle spasm in the future. These are called death marches. Basically take 2 light dumbbells. These are the lightest I have at home. You're going to take a step, tap here, stand up, take a step, tap here, for a really good core strengthening exercise, there is something called suitcase carries, and it looks really easy, but there's actually a lot of details and subtleties to do them correctly. You can start with a lighter dumbbell, but then go up to like 50 or 60 pounds, sometimes 70 pounds at like any other lift. And as you get stronger, you should be pushing that weight threshold. So you take one dumbbell or a kettlebell on one side, and then so you see how the weight wants to pull me over on one side, you want to contract on the opposite side and really strengthen this side. So then you're just going to walk around just like a suitcase carry, like so. And then you're going to do that on the opposite side for a certain number of sets for about 30 seconds each side. So again, not letting the weight pull you over. You want to stay super straight and really feeling the opposite side contracting. So this will be building up your core plus the death marches that will be getting your posterior chain. Let's say you're in such a bad muscle spasm, just get down here and then bring it up like this, down, up, down. And then if you can, over time, you should be working to getting your chest all the way up here and just going into extension and letting your back release. All right, so doing the combination of those things really helps release the muscle spasm, but then it also works on building up that posterior chain and core, and then also just being aware of your posture, tucking that butt in so you aren't in this awkward extension all the time can prevent muscles from being triggered and being spasmed. Again, this is not medical advice. These are just tricks in the trade of me helping you to get back to the gym, to get lifting again, so you don't waste any time. So red flag symptoms include any numbness or tingling in the groin area. If you have any issues with holding your bowel movements or holding your bladder movements, those are another concern to go to the ER if you are having low back pain and any of those symptoms. Other red flag symptoms include losing weight unintentionally and having back pain, also having a fever, having any recent procedures done on your back, and then having low back pain. You should go to an ER and get evaluated by a physician immediately. Again, this is not medical advice by any means. This is me just talking to you about my experiences. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I am going to write an exact description as to when to do each exercise from point of back spasm. So look in the description of the video below. I showed you guys how to do all of these stretches and exercise, and then just overall to keep an eye on your posture, because that will help prevent these back spasms from building up. Please like and comment or subscribe, and also remember to turn on the bell notifications, and please share this video if you know someone who keeps throwing out their back and they're just having issues really keeping their back healthy. So thanks guys.